Oh, almost.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Halta becher in der Hand, Mata broche auf dem ganzen Land. Amen, Amen, du siehst wohl, Mashiach bekumen heintigs Jahr. Amen, Amen, du siehst wohl, Mashiach bekumen heintigs Jahr. Oi, shire le pere le gilden afon, Mashiach ben David sitzt im Halt Habecher in der Hand. Hei macht der Broche auf dem ganzen Land. Du siehst vor, Mashiach wird kommen, heut ins Jahr. Amen, Amen, du siehst vor, Mashiach wird kommen, heut ins Jahr. Hij werd er kommen zuvor, hij wil zijn Krior. Hij wird er kommen zu reiten, hij wil zijn gute Zeit. Hij wird er kommen zu gehen, hij wil die Jiden in Eretz Yisrael
Nina, you could stop it now.
That's like 2/3 of it. Do you want to stop or?
It just repeats.
Yeah, you can just stop it and we will listen to it once again.
And then if you can let me share screen, it's actually quite a nice video of them playing it. We could watch it when you play it again. When we play it again.
Okay, I didn't do
But
it at the
later.
beginning.
Let's do this now.
Okay. Okay, so let's start reading the English. Marsha, can you start? Marsha?
The folk song Shmirala Perala, Ribbons, Pearls, expresses the traditional hope that the Moshiach, the
Mashiach.
Messiah, Moshiach, the Messiah will come soon. Das Jahr, this year, it was recorded in 1990 in Berlin by Lauren Sklamberg and the Klezmatics. In her book, Voices of a People, the musicologist Ruth Rubin writes that it was a children's song. Her version differs from that of the Klezmatics in the last stanza. Veter kommen zu gehen, Velen alle mechach.
Mason.
I'm
Ma-
sorry.
Mesim.
Mesim verstehen.
Aufstehen. Mhm.
If he comes on foot, all the dead will be resurrected.
Okay, go on.
In 2012, Itzik Gottesman
2012.
recorded Bella Brisklein singing the Yiddish prayer Gott von Avram, which her mother had learned in Transylvania. In his commentary, Gottesman cites the research of the folklorist musicologist Noach Prilutsky, who concluded in 1911 that Shmirele Perele had
Good.
evolved from the prayer Gott von Avram. As you will see, the song Shmirele Perele conflates Moshiach, the Messiah, with Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu the prophet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Andrew, can you continue?
Excerpt from Bella Brick's Gott von Avram. On Vomen Zel Veren Chorch Melch Acham Shich but door de Zel komt dem Jahr. Kommen Zel tevoren ein Zen Shane is Josron. Comet Zen so reift in ein Zen Shane Swain.
Andrew, just a moment. I would like Maurice to read the Yiddish again, okay?
Fine.
Sure. Omen ve'omen soll werden wahr. Melech HaMashiach ben David soll kommen das Jahr. Kommen soll zuvor should be two words in seine scheine Jochen. Kommen soll zu reiten in seine scheine Zeiten.
Okay, so now go on, Andrew.
Amen, amen. May it come true. Messiah, the King, Son of David, should come this year. If he should come traveling, he will bring with him good years. He should come riding, he will bring wonderful times.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Isabel, can you do it?
Ja,
Okay.
Eliyahu Hanavi kommt in unser Haus rein, nimmt Becher in der rechten Hand, macht
Good.
Brache auf dem ganzen Land. There it is. Elijah the prophet comes into a house, takes a goblet in his right hand, makes a blessing over the entire land.
Good. Okay, so Judy, can you start?
Sure. Schnira Pirale. I can sing it, but I'm Gildene von Moshiach ben David zingt euchen an. Halt a Becher in der rechter Hand, macht a Brache auf den ganzen Land.
Okay, so can you translate, please?
Ribbons and pearls. I don't know the rest of that line.
golden flag.
golden flag, a Mashiach is sitting, son of David, is sitting there. Is that correct?
So oibenon can mean two things. It can mean on high, up in heaven, or it can mean at the head of the table.
Okay, okay. He's holding a goblet in his right hand and he's making a blessing over the whole land.
Good.
Okay, good.
Can I
Yeah,
ask,
thank
can I
you.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
Yes.
so I admit to having looked up some of these words, because anyway, so according to my dictionary, Gilderne fawn seems to be an idiom for nobility.
Mm,
I'm not the aristocracy.
Well,
Don't
it's
know.
possible because Mashiach is a very honored
Right,
person in the tradition.
right.
It could
And
have
the-
both meanings because it's ribbons, it's pearls, it could be a golden flag, or it could just be symbolically that he's the son of David. I mean, not literally the son, but descendant of King David, Mashiach ben David.
Okay,
okay,
and the
okay.
other
Is
one.
it supposed to be oiben on or
Oibenon.
oifen on?
Oiben.
Oh, sorry.
Oiben. And the other thing, the same dictionary gave me Oiben on as a place of honor.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it
it means
could be
at
the
the
head of
head of
the,
the table.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, is it an idiom? It's like an idiom for a place of honor?
It could be, but I think here it's literally because he holds a wine, he holds the cup of wine in his right hand, and he's blessing the whole land. I mean, it's a ritual. It's it's both. It's a place of honor at the head of the table or up in heaven, or both.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Steve, you wanted to ask something or to?
Is an earlier rechterhand was written recherhand. Are they both correct, or is one
Or rechter, the right hand.
Rechter,
right? But earlier
probably
it
a
was written as
mistake.
recher. Okay, that's what I was
Probably a
wondering.
typo.
Might have
That's
been
what
a
I figured.
typo.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I
So,
saw that Rochelle, you.
Yeah, Schneerle apparel is a string of pearls. Schneerle is string, it's not ribbon. I suppose it could be a ribbon, but here it's an adjective for pearls. It's not a separate thing. It's not ribbons and pearls. It's a string of pearls.
Could be both ways. It's hard to tell. I mean, if this is according to Noach Prelutsky, who was the founding musicologist in the Tsarist Empire, he ascribed it to a children's folk song. So you don't, you can't be sure if it's children singing Schneer Lepel. I don't really know.
Okay.
I think it's in the diminutive, small ones.
Yes, it is a small one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Neely, can you read?
Yes.
Good.
Amen ve'amen, das ist wahr. Mashiach ward kommen heintiges Jahr. Amen ve'amen, das ist, מה זה wahr? אני לא יודעת.
True, it's true. This is true.
נכון. The Mashiach will come today, בשנה זו.
This year. You see, we are working. She's translated it into Hebrew and I'm moving it. Can you continue?
I'm sorry.
No, it's just reading. It's the same.
It comes
It's the
to me
same.
very natural to speak Hebrew.
Okay, Cookie, can you read?
I'll try. Schneerle, Pedale, Golden Fon, Mashiach, Ben David, sitzt auf und an, halt a Becher in der
the same thing.
rechtige Hand, macht a Broche auf dem ganzen Land.
Okay, we already translated it. So
Yeah.
can you read this one?
Amen, 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 Amen. Das ist
Oh,
Wort. Das ist Wort. I don't know what that means. Das ist Wort.
True.
it's
Oh,
true.
das ist Wort.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to the second line. I don't know what, I mean, it's Mashiach that
Why
coming. I
doesn't
don't know
it
what
say
this
is emes?
Yes, it's
Right.
MS. Vor is MS,
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Vos
Vort,
emes.
is that a Hebrew word?
No,
Vos
it's a
is
German.
word.
Oh, I
And
never
by
heard that word. Okay.
coincidence,
Is
it
Vort
also appears,
mit Arpen?
Bedarfen.
Oh, I didn't see the dollar. Der Dafen Mashiach Heintige Yor. Heintigse Yor. We need Mashiach this year. It's true,
Yes.
it's true that we need Mashiach this year.
Okay, thank you. Beverly, yeah?
I see it as heaven. Often those two words. I see Mashiach sitting in the heaven with the becher.
Mhm. Yeah,
Think
maybe.
there's a table in heaven?
No, just sitting. That's the way I those two words often are. What was those two words?
I've been on.
Of often, yeah. That's how I see him sitting high up, high up. Often on would be high up. That's
But
Okay.
Mashiach is not something in the sky. It's usually a human being, Mashiach.
Yeah, we open the door. How does he walk in if he's up in the sky?
But the words, I'm talking about the two words. I'm talking about the words off and on.
I've
To
been
me,
on,
he's
right.
higher up. Whatever.
Okay. Let's continue. Sandra? I see just before you start. Bob, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I wanted to understand what's the significance of the Mashiach coming on foot versus in a chariot or some other magical way. Is there some significance, Maurice?
Well, this is, I mean, I'm not a believer, but
Well,
Clearly-
that's irrelevant.
no, well, I'm pointing out that this is a song based on a woman's prayer. It's God von Avram. Women all over Eastern Europe recited it, God von Avram, and they probably believed that if he comes riding, it means one thing. If he comes in a carriage, it means another thing. If he comes walking, I mean, I can only assume that most of the women who recited this believed it. I'm not going to argue with them, and there are probably, I have no doubt that there are women today in the Orthodox community who recite that prayer. And
Yeah,
it's,
God von Avram.
I have my beliefs and they have theirs.
What happens if he shows up in a Jaguar?
Okay.
Not the
Wouldn't
Messiah.
that would be foreign. That would be foreign, right?
He'll be welcomed.
Okay, Isabel, yeah, Isabel.
I don't understand why it's Euben and not Eufen.
Because when somebody sits at the head table at your simcha, it's usually the father of the home, right? So
Right.
sitz or
Oibenon,
right at the
right.
head of the table. It's
Yeah.
more a covet, I think.
Right.
Yes,
It's not necessarily higher, but
Right.
Right.
where they're placed or
Right,
seated.
it's- sure,
Right.
it's a seat of honor at the
Right.
head of the table. Of course,
Right.
if you have a
I'm
round
talking
table,
about Euben
it's
versus Eufen.
problematic.
It depends what you think
get
and
it.
what you believe. That's all.
Right.
I don't get the answer.
Come on. Oh, come
Okay,
on.
it's okay, Isabel, you got what you,
I don't understand what the difference, why is it written Euben? I've always known this song as Eufen on.
No, Eufen means on, but Euben means high. It's
Okay.
a Germanic term. I don't know what the exact German is, but it's Deutschmirisch, Euben on.
Okay.
Okay, Rochale?
How do you say stove in Yiddish? Isn't that also an oven?
No, that's
What did
Oyvind.
she say?
No, that's Euven. That's something
An
else.
Euven, right. This is
Would probably be
Euben,
Über in German.
Euben, right.
Über, which means over.
You know,
Over.
in German, there's the word Ober, which means high. Obersturm für Ober.
Yeah,
It's
Ober.
O-B-E-R, it means over, physically higher up.
Uh-huh. Okay, Rochale.
For my father, the Mashiach is schon gekommen. Why? Because every time he would work in the garden where I grew up in my neighborhood in Herzliya, we lived by a path, and there was a person that would ride a white donkey and wearing white clothes. And part of the belief is that he's going to come on a white donkey with
Right.
white clothes. So Alamul is gewähnt derselbe. Mein Vater hat gefragt, oh, der Mashiach ist schon durch.
Yeah.
Well, wird kommen zu reiten, werden sein gute Zeiten.
Right.
Yeah.
Ja, ist gekommen zu reiten, danke so.
Yeah, Taki, right.
Right.
Okay, Elaine?
Okay, I was just gonna say that in the Yiddish textbook that the Yiddish Book Center put out, that in Einam, Oiben means above. 'Cause
Above, right.
Above, it means
Above.
above. So
Right.
they'll say, do the exercise Oiben, the exercise
Right, above.
in
The song, Oiven,
Right.
sits down.
Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Sandra, can you read this? What's
Yes,
on the screen?
yes. Wird kommen zuvor, wollen sein gute Jahren, oi, wird kommen zu reiten, wollen sein gute Zeiten. Wird kommen zu gehen, wollen die Jiden in Eretz Yisrael ansteiten. Einstein. I don't, what exactly does Einstein mean?
To settle.
They will stay there.
If he comes.
Not if, when.
Oh,
I think when, no?
When he, better kommen zu fahren. When, I bet better kommen zu fahren, if he comes.
If he comes in a carriage or in a
right,
car.
if he comes riding, then we'll have a good year. We'll have good years.
Right.
And when he comes riding, what's riding?
On a horse.
Oh, I see. And if he comes on a
before
horse.
the Jaguar was invented.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I prefer the Jaguar.
Wouldn't God know that the Jaguar was coming?
Well, then it'll be good times.
Right.
And if he'll arrive, if he will come walking, all the Jews will go and settle in Eretz Yisrael.
Exactly, right.
Don't forget the donkey though, it's not necessarily a horse.
Right, it could be a donkey, sure.
Right.
Okay, let's listen to it once again. Mariv, you want me to make you?
Yeah, make me a co-host so I can share the screen. Somehow it's disabled.
Yeah, I just didn't make you before. Let me find you.
I have a question. What is Eliyahu? That was my husband, may he rest in peace, his name. We used to open the door so Eliyahu could come in. Is he the Messiah?
Well,
That's the name
he's
of
a
the
Novi.
Messiah?
He's the
no.
He's Eliyahu Hanovi. He's the prophet.
Hanovi.
So that's why he's conflating.
It's also a belief that he's the Messiah.
That's what I thought.
Whatever you want.
No. There's a difference between a prophet and a Messiah.
Okay, one at a time, guys. It's a cacophony. One at a time.
He's going to come and announce the arrival of the Messiah. He's the
Right.
harbinger.
He's
the bringer
the-
of good news.
He's the
That's it.
announcer. He
Right.
will announce.
Okay, Beverly, yes?
On the word anstein, I'm sorry. doesn't it mean that when he comes, everybody that's buried is going to be raised?
No, that's in the other version that
Oh.
the Itzik cites. In the other one, it says, Velni Mason, I forget what the word was. In the other version, that's what they have. The resurrection of all the
Yes,
Jews.
yes.
Oystein.
But what is Einstein? Isn't Einstein rise up?
No,
No, get up.
Einstein is to settle, to, right,
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, thank you.
sure.
Okay, so let's listen to it once again.
Although in terms of the traditional understanding, Aufstehen actually makes more sense.
Mashiach ben David sitzt im Namen, Halta Becher in der rechten Hand, macht Bruch im ganzen Land. Amen, Amen, du siehst wohl, Mashiach bekommen heim Zion. Amen, Amen, du siehst wohl, Mashiach bekommen heim Zion. Oi, Shira, le Pere, le Gilden, von Mashiach ben David sitzt im Halt, Becher in der rechten Hand. Macht Bruch im ganzen Land. Amen, Amen, du siehst wohl, Mashiach wird kommen, heint Zion. Amen, Amen, du siehst wohl, Mashiach wird kommen, heint
I don't have anything on my screen. It just says full screen and there's no picture. No words, no picture.
zu reiten, weil wenn sein gute Zeit, wird kommen zu gehen, werden Lieden in Eretz Yisrael einstehen. Zeiten, weil wir kommen zu gehen. Weil wir lieben in Eretz Yisrael.
You are.
Okay, so stop sharing and we will, I see some people. Beverly, you want to say something?
Save yourself, ditch the almond milk.
Beverly? No?
No, I have to bring it down.
Okay, so it was before, the end was before. Bob, please.
Yeah, I was going to say that I don't know how old that tune is, maybe hundreds or even 1,000 years, but it sounds very similar to some of these nigunim that a lot of the, like Joey Weisenberg, is that his name? Or Deborah Katz, something, they're singing now that are just beautiful. That was just, it's a haunting, you know, kind of a hypnotic melody.
Right.
It's spectacular.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
great. Thank you for finding it. It was.
No, sure. I once saw the Klezmatics actually came to Houston years ago.
Yes.
And I went to the concert and
Yes.
so if you try on YouTube, there are a lot of their songs are on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was
it was a great concert when they were in.
But
He
that's
has a
special
beautiful
type of-
voice. My favorite voice.
But that's a special kind of
Right.
of
I
a
think
melody.
he deliberately looks for
Nigun.
you know, music within the Jewish tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the
Thank you.
Chabad dance to that to this day, because it
It's
sounded very
possible.
familiar to me, and I've never heard the song. I've heard it when they dance.
Sure.
I learned
Okay,
this song.
Maurice Narunsky. Narunsky. Maurice, you wanted to say something? Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, in the meanwhile, Rochelle, and then we will get back to you. Rochelle.
I learned this song from Michael Alpert in a singing class, and I can't sing, but he actually insisted that I sing it. And his word, I mean, the words are the same, but the style that he sang it in was not this nigunim style, but more of a folk song with a guitar, and it had an entirely different vibe. But
Well, that's how musicians are.
He has a
Absolutely.
very special voice.
Yes,
I believe he has a
So
very special
if you put them
voice.
side by side, they're different in their delivery.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Maurice, now you can you unmute yourself? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the tune is similar to some versions of Chad Gadya, not Chaba Alberstein's, but some other versions that I've heard of Chad Gadya use that same tune.
Wait. I don't know.
Mina,
Yeah.
I just want to say that the word vol, meaning true, was extremely common. It's a Deutschmerisch, the word in German is wahr, and it's a Deutschmerisch word. It was very, very commonly used, and I'm pretty sure that it appears in the Sholem Asch story that we're going to be reading today.
Yeah, because the Shalom Astor is full with Deutschmerisch things.
Right, so I'm pretty sure vol is in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maurice, may I ask Maurice a question about VAR?
Yeah.
Just in terms of usage, I mean, you know, emes is the common use. It would be the difference between, say, truth and verity. People don't use the word verity anymore, but it's an English word.
Well, the
Is it-
word "vo" has, to my knowledge, has passed out of fashion.
Okay,
I mean, there
Thank
was a campaign to put German back into Yiddish, and then there was a campaign
To take it
against
out.
that, where people said, no, let's not use Germanic words, let's use the Hebrew words. So I
Yeah.
think it just depends on,
Now,
it was an ideological debate.
okay, thank you.
my parents, I learned it as vuer. This is vuer, which is
never
the
heard that.
dialect
No.
that they spoke, and that was the family dialect, which is interesting.
Right,
No,
it
we
could be
say
that they
"va."
did.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever hearing that at home. It was always.
Yeah,
emes,
they were
emes,
from
is
Lodge,
emes,
and that,
nicht
yeah,
emes,
and emis and vuer.
Okay.
No, I never heard of it. My mother was from Lodge, and I never heard the word, but
Okay.
who knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay, Louisa, and we will continue with this. We will start the story. Louisa.
I think Bob was before me, right?
Bob, you wanted to ask again?
He
or
did
that's-
already. He did.
He did already,
He
I
did,
think.
yeah.
Okay, okay, because I see his hand. I wanted to say that it is possible that the word vor is connected with the Latin veritas, which is the source of verity, or for example, in Italian, vero, and so forth. So it may be a Latin.
It could be originally Latin. Yeah,
pickup.
it could be.
A
Sure.
Latin pickup from German.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Are we continuing with the story?
Yeah, let's do the
Yes.
story.
Okay. So. Okay, everyone sees it?
Mhm.
Okay, Shalom Ash, I think, does not need an introduction, but I did send you, biographical details. If you are so inclined, just read it. It's a very, very long, 4 pages of his biographical details from the Evo Encyclopedia. Very detailed, quite interesting. So if you have time or inclination, just read it.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it is. He was a fascinating guy. So let's start with the verschwundene man. I sent you also a picture of the forwards column that was a verschwundene man, in which wives gave, details of their husbands or partners that just vanished. I never saw the opposite. I never saw a man gives details of the wife that vanished, but maybe we have to look at it very carefully. Maybe there is something like this. So, okay.
It
You
would
make
be-
the print a little bit larger?
Yes, I can do it larger.
The instances of women leaving men was probably very rare because of the nature of economic power.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing like years ago. When women had less power, women were more commonly stalkers of men. And now it's reversed. So it's this power thing as well.
Yeah, I was just mentioning, as a curious, but it was self-evident that men were the breadwinners at that time. So, okay, so let's start reading it. Louisa, can you start, please?
I must say, you like to say that women run after men, but I don't think it's true.
Okay, nowadays it's not true. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So,
Louisa, please.
So a question. So verschwundener is abandoned.
No,
Disappeared.
Ne'elam, vanished.
Disappeared.
Disappeared.
Or missing.
Yeah, disappear. Okay.
In
Can you
die
stop?
Okay, I'll try. In die Galerie von die verschwundene Männer ist gewesen angegeben sein Bild, a sympathisch, intelligent Gesicht von einer jüdischen Arbeiter, Darunter ist gewesen zugeschrieben. Pinchas Goldman, would it be?
Yes.
Kommt von Stettel Kaloschin in Polen. 8 Jahre in Land, 4 Jahren verheiratet, übergelost, a Weib mit 2 Kinderlech, welche gehen ois farastikol Bräut. So I'm thrown away by the German implications here, but I'll get your help when I need it, please.
Okay.
In the gallery of missing men, there was angegeben sein Bild. I don't know how to translate that.
His picture.
According to his picture.
His picture was given.
I see. Nice, smart Gesicht would be search.
Face.
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 Face. From a Yiddish worker. And there was where it was written sort of as follows.
No, darunter, underneath it was written. Underneath the picture.
Okay, underneath the picture, it was written. Pinchas Goldman comes from the town of Kaloszyn in Poland. 8 years in the land, right?
Yes.
4 years verheiratet.
Married.
Oh, how do you read that?
Verheiratet.
Thank you. Has left, who has abandoned a wife with 2 children who still go around, who are still asking for a piece of bread.
No.
No?
Gay and ois that they are dying.
Die for a piece of bread.
Yes, Maurice. To gain ois is to die.
Dying,
Yeah.
right, dying.
I see, thank you. Who are dying for a piece of bread. Wer es weiß von ihm, der soll zu wissen gewähnen. I'm not sure I can translate. Who knows from him? Can you help me with this last word?
Whoever knows where he is should tell us.
Should let us know. Okay, thank you.
Let us know exactly.
So what is Gesicht then?
Gesicht is face.
No.
Face. Punim.
Okay. So does Gesicht, do you want me to go on? Or you want some
Another sentence.
Say it again.
Das Gesicht von dem gesuchten Mann ist mir vorgekommen bekannt und ich habe sich auf dem Bild mehr abgestellt wie auf die andere. So the picture from the again, search, is it? The picture from
the face.
No, the face from the picture. From the sought man, would it be?
Yes, the sought after man, yeah.
The picture from the sought after man is me finding, it stayed with me, or how?
No, it's
familiar.
Is what?
It seemed familiar.
Oh, bekannt is familiar. So it's familiar. And I have about this picture, mehr aufgestellt wie auf die andere. And I have sort of stayed on this picture more than on the other ones.
Good.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Luisa. Naomi, would you like to continue?
Thank you. The
Okay.
Germanic is difficult.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it is very German. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think the abgestellt, should the bait now in modern Yiddish be a pay, abgestellt? Okay,
Yes.
so sometimes the letters, the bait and the pay
Yeah.
are, okay.
Right, that's right.
And there are a lot of prefixes,
Right.
like all over the place, okay.
That's right.
And lots of haze in the middle, okay.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try. Ich hab mich nicht gekannt der Monnen, wo ich hab dem jungen Mann begegnet. Okay, I'll just do one sentence, I'll translate. I didn't recall, or I didn't remember where I met or where I knew, or this young man. Nor mich hat sehr verwundert. Now the ayin in fair is far, right? Verwundert.
Right.
Okay, was der junger Mann, was hat Blech?
Bleich,
Ledener Gesicht mit Größe der schrockene Augen. Oh, this is okay. Ich hab es gedenkt von früher, so haben versteinert Herz und überlosen Erfreu mit 2 Kinder und nicht Sorgen für sie. Okay.
Yeah, the sentences are quite long.
Yeah, like it. That's why Yiddish gets from German, right? German. Some of those German words are so
the
long.
never-ending sentence. Yeah.
Okay. Nor mich hat sehr for. Okay. Nevertheless, I myself wondered. Was der younger man? What the young man? Was hat Bleich? I should know Bleich. It's used. Pale. Okay. Pale. Don't we say blas? Blas.
Blas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who has such a pale leather or
no.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Leidener. What's your name? What is that? To leiden is to suffer. Okay, suffering appearance or face. Mit Größe der Schocken Augen, with large frightened eyes. Okay, or terrified eyes. Wait a minute. Is his eyes look terrified, or the eyes of themselves? No, to look at him is terrifying, right?
No.
Face, the picture.
I see. Okay. Ich hab es gedenkt von früher. I remembered this from before in the past. Soll haben versteinert Hart. Soll haben. He had, or he should have such. He should have such a stone heart, I guess.
Yes.
And überlosen Erfreu, and to abandon or to leave a woman or a wife with 2 Kinder, with 2 children, who need Sorgen for sie, and not have a worry about them.
Yeah, good. Okay, another sentence. Okay.
If I studied German and Polish, this would, well, not Polish, but German.
Yeah,
German,
would
right.
help.
If you had studied German at City College.
Yeah, with German it's easier, Naomi. Yeah, it's easier for people who know German.
Sure.
Yeah, I bet you there's no Slavish words in here, but we'll see. Ich hab ihn bald vergessen, and soon I forgot about him.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, Nor. Oh, see, Nor. Okay, Nor einmal. It must be his dialect, right?
No.
It should be Nor, right? Nor einmal.
No, it's Nor. Nor einmal.
Nor is German. Only one time.
Only one time.
No, but in Yiddish it's spelled with an aleph, right? No. Nor einmal, but
It's not a reish, it's a ches.
No, it's a reish.
Nor. Okay,
No,
I don't know.
no.
Nor einmal, but once or something?
Yes.
Or, but, okay.
At one time.
One time only. Okay, in a farnach, be in the evening, right?
Yes.
Before dusk. Ahoyski Hendik von mein Wohnung.
Right.
Wohnung, Wohnung.
right.
Okay. You almost have to know the Yiddish to know the German. Okay.
Yes,
Auf
yes.
an einsamen Stegel?
Stegel.
Stegel.
It's a path. It's a path.
Oh, it's a path. A what? A path?
Like a footpath.
I see. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll just go back. Okay, okay, ausgehändigt von mein Wohnung auf ausgehändigt.
While I was going out.
Oh, while I was, at the same time or something? Okay.
At the time when I was going out.
As I was going out.
Okay, from my home, or right?
Yes.
Auf an einsamen Stegel, on a narrow. Is that a narrow?
Lonely.
Lonely. Oh, lonely.
footpath.
Lonely footpath. Was führt äußer der Stadt heraus? Okay, which leads out of the Stadt, right?
City.
Okay, okay. Hab ich begegnet a Menschen gehändigt, einsam. Okay, I met with a person at the time or something.
Gehendig, that was walking.
Oh, gehendig, okay. Einsam, alone, right?
Alone.
Right.
Okay. In a Zeit, on the side or off to the side. Guckt sich mit Schreck guckt sich mit, wait, he looks at me with Shrek, or I look at him with Shrek?
Yes.
He was looking around.
Oh, okay.
Is German. Is German, and it's around. So
Okay.
he was looking around
with fear. Okay. Oiden geht ihm nicht noch. Okay, let me just finish. Und guckt mich an mit Beteinde. Betende. Heutige Eugen. Okay. Yiddish? Okay. That's Hebrew? Okay.
Yes, that's from Hebrew.
Okay. I started off okay, but now it's it's getting more difficult. It's very difficult. Okay. Oibmen geht ihm nicht noch. If he is not followed, right?
Yes, exactly.
Or doesn't go after him.
That's right.
Guckt mich an mit Bettende, and if he also doesn't look at me with questioning or want something,
he looks at me with Bettende,
pleadingly. Okay. Chiddush dike Eugen. Oh, a chiddush is wondering or puzzling or
Suspicious.
Suspicious. A chiddush.
Suspicious.
Okay, suspicious eyes. Okay.
Okay.
It's not.
It's
choshed.
What's
suspicion? Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Okay. Okay.
Because he knows he can be followed because his face is in the newspaper.
Okay, this is the first Hebrew, right? We've had, right?
Yes, that's the first Hebrew. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Naomi.
Okay.
It's not easy, but we will do it slowly. Susan, you can read?
Yes.
Okay, so read, please.
Ich hab ihn bald erkannt. I knew him right away. Ich hab sich auf der Mond von wannen ich kenne him. And then I remembered where I know him from. Als dus is derselbe junger Mann, wo sein Bild is gewesen in die Galerie von verschwundenen Männern. That this is the same young man whose picture was in the gallery of the missing men.
Good.
Welchen ich pfleg seitenweise begegnen auf dem einsamen Spazier that I used to from time to time meet up with on the lonely walk that I took is wisst
von Menschen, which is, I would just, what would this, it's two.
Empty.
Empty of people.
Empty.
Oh, empty. Empty of people. Und was besitzt hab ich nur nicht in Betracht genommen. And which until now I hadn't even thought of. It hadn't come to my mind.
Good.
Today nicht überzuschrecken dem Entläufenem, and so as not to scare the one who's running away, hab ich ihm dus mal nicht mehr umgeguckt. So this time I didn't look at him again, wie ein anderes Mal, like I did another time. Und ich hab ihm durchgelost wie Unbemerkterheit. And I left him behind like I didn't see him. I didn't notice him.
Yeah. Another sentence, Susan, okay? Please.
In a poor room, in a few days later, hab ich wieder in die Zeitung gelesen an uns in a few days around, I read an announcement in the newspaper von der Frau von dem junger Mann, put by the wife of the young man. Pinchas, komm heim. For was bist du weg von mir? Pinchas, come home. Why did you leave me? Das Kind weint und fragt, wo ist Pa? Our child cries and says, where's Pa? Und ich weiß ihm nicht, was zu empfern, and I don't know what to answer him. Ich hab bei mir bestimmt, als ich will dem jungen Mann die Zeitung weisen. And I decided that I will show this newspaper to the young man, mit der Annunz, the newspaper with the announcement.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Can I just ask something?
Yeah.
In the beginning of the paragraph, in a poor, why are there two alepphs? Is that how it was spelled, or is that in
That's how
German?
it's spelled in German.
In
Pa.
German. Oh, with two vowels?
It's two vowels.
With two vowels,
P-A-A-R.
yeah.
Okay.
Ein Pa is a poor.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
What is bestimmt?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Morty, can you go on? Ich hab die Zeitung.
Ja, ich hab die Zeitung zu mir genommen und bin rausgegangen in der bestimmten Stunde auf der Spazier, wo ich pflege ihm begegnen. This is German, it's not Yiddish.
Yeah, it's German. So we are learning another language.
Yes. I took the newspaper with me and went out in the exact hour to my walk around where I used to find him or to come across him. Actually, yeah, begegnen, come across him. Ist gesessen auf a Stein in Mittenfeld und ist gewesen vertieft in a Buch. He was sitting on a stone in the middle of the field and he was deep into a book. Ich hab schon früher einige Mal ihm begegnet lesend und es hat mich noch mehr verwundert, was ein intelligenter Mensch, welcher hat die Bedürfnis, Bücher zu lesen, kann überlassen eine Frau mit Kindern und sich mit sie nicht uninteressieren. Okay, I had previously once found him reading.
No, it's
And
not once. Einige Mal is a few times.
A few times, yeah, you're right. Found him reading, and it surprised me that an intelligent person which has the interest to read books could leave alone a wife with children and would not be interested in them. Ich hab sich untergegangen hinter ihm, soll mich nicht bemerken, und gestellt sich hinter seine Plätze in ausgerufen. I walked without behind him without him noticing me. And
I sneaked up on him. It's like sneaking up.
Yeah, I sneaked up on behind him, so he wouldn't realize I was there, and stood behind his back and said, Pinchas Goldman. That was his name. I said, Pinchas Goldman.
Go on.
Hat sich mit Schreck umgeguckt, bemerkt mich, a Schmeichel ist vergliedert geworden auf seine Lippen und hat gesagt, kalt, mit Verachtung. He looked at me with fear, recognized me, a smile came out.
Frozen.
Yeah, in his lips, and he said coldly, with care, Verachtung. Ihr hat mich schon lang noch gespürt. Verwus hat ihr nicht bis jetzt auf mir umgegeben. You have for a long time recognized me. Why did you? Huh?
No, spied on me or
spied on me. Why didn't you give me up until now? Nehmt mich, ich bin bereit. Take me, I am ready.
Okay, thank you. Any question? Any comments until now?
I think.
What is he trying to say? That where does he want him to take him? Or just confront me? Is he trying to say, confront me? I'm ready for you.
To take him, take him to the police, to back to his wife.
No, I think he's thinking that she's looking for a man, so he wants.
No, she's looking
No, he
for
knows it's him.
She's looking for specifically for him. He is her husband, and he left the
Yeah,
home.
I understand it like this, but I thought that he think he's wanted as a man, you know.
No,
I'm
he's
great.
wanted
I'm ready.
For a shidduch,
No. He's already married. He's wanted for leaving his wife and children. Okay, Bob, please.
We know that, we understand it, but okay, we'll see.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but does the narrator have some authority? I mean, what?
No, he doesn't
No.
have any authority, just a passerby.
And so why does the guy even pay attention to him? You know,
But
why-
he can go to the police and say, here he is. Here is this guy that, he can do it. He didn't do it, but he can.
And they've encountered each other on that walk several times.
Right. So the person who is encountering and is writing this story, this is the one who is puzzled why he didn't go back to his why he's
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Yeah.
But we don't know who this person is.
No, we don't know who he is, and we don't know why he did it.
Okay.
And this we will get to learn, you know, as we continue reading the story, we will get to know why he did this. And like I say, there is a twist. You know, not all people that left their family were very bad or something. There is a twist to it. So, okay, Barbara, can you continue?
I'll try. Ich hab euch nicht noch gespürt. I am not I'm not shadowing you, I'm not tracking you down. Und ich bin euch nicht gekommen, euch zu arrestieren. And I'm not coming to arrest you. Es ist nicht meine business. It's not my business.
An English word right in the middle there.
Right. Nur ich hab euch gewollt weisen an announce, welche wird euch verinteressieren und welche ihr hat, and now I don't know this word.
That's German, wahrscheinlich. That's German.
Wahrscheinlich nicht gesehen.
Wahrscheinlich is probably.
Probably? Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's my German. That's my years of German coming to Nitzler.
Yeah. So
it would be Efshe.
okay.
No,
Only
it's
I want to show you an announcement which will interest you and which you probably have not seen yet.
Good.
Okay, go on.
Oh. Ich habe herausgenommen die Zeitung und ihm gewissen the announce von sein Freu. And I took out the, or put forward the newspaper and showed him the announcement from his wife. Somebody else? Schön gesehen. I've already seen it. Hat der junge Mann abgestoppt mit der Hand. And said the young man as he pushed it away with his hand. Mein Kind ruft mich, fragt auf mir. Ich weiß, my child calls for me, questions about me. I know. Und der Schmeichel is nicht rup von die Lippen. And the smile has not gone off his lips.
It should have been a pair, no?
Yeah, Arup.
No, it's Germanic.
It's Germanic, so it's a
Sure.
pair.
Can I ask why Hand is with, I know it's German, but how come in Yiddish it's Hunt? Why does the Dalet become a Tet? Does anyone know?
Louisa?
Where? Show me the word.
Here, I am here.
It's German.
What word was it?
The
Hand.
Hand. It's German, that's
Oh,
right.
Hans. Well, it's not spelled in German. Yeah.
It's German
Yeah.
spelling.
Tell me where the word is.
Something like a D.
I am circling it, you see?
Schön gesehen mit der
Yeah,
Hand.
Hand, but it's German, yeah. But what
It could
is-
also be English.
Yes, it could be. It could be.
No, I just want to know why it's changed, these consonants from to Yiddish.
Because first of all, because this is clearly Germanic, obviously the influence of German, but also linguistically, there is really the D and the T have the same point of articulation, and the difference is that D is a voiced sound and T is not. So if you say T and D, is really, you're still saying it in the same point in your mouth. So this is dialectal, that's all it is.
No, this is part of a deliberate movement among certain writers of the period to make Yiddish look like German and sound like German. It was an ideological, because they wanted Yiddish to be
like German,
like to be considered a real language. This was a part of the time when even Jews called Yiddish jargon. It was a
So-
bastardized. So this all of these Germanic spellings, all of these German words were deliberately used because they thought that this would raise the prestige of Yiddish.
I just wanted to say that it was published by, the Shalom Asch gesammelte Schriften, and it was published in 1923. So it's the time even before Evo was established.
Right, that's right.
No, I just want to know why the Dalet was changed to a tet. That's my question, or why?
Yeah, but that's what
yeah.
Louisa said. The way that the and te are exchangeable.
When I took German back in high school 65 years ago, Hund was H-U-N-D, and we pronounced it Hund. So the Germans would spell the word with a D, but pronounce it more like a T. So
I think you're
that's
right.
part of it.
Bob. Yes.
I want to add.
His favorite German spelling.
Yeah.
Can I add something? I want to say that coming to America, I found the same thing, that many T's sounded like D's in the American English. And now I'm thinking maybe this is the connection because it is a Germanic language after all.
Yeah.
I-
Steve and
I would
Louisa.
like-
Yeah, also, if you look at, if you look at any of the early editions of the Forverts or any of the early newspapers, you see the spelling much more similar to the spelling here. It wasn't until what, 2030s that the Klal Yiddish and the standardized spelling started to happen, I think.
Yes,
No, 1908 in Chernovitz, they try to standardize and
No, I
use
think
it for
later,
Yiddish
Susan.
schools.
No, I think later, a bit later, when Evo was established, I think that was the work of Evo.
I believe it because they began to have Yiddish schools, and they therefore used the standard version of Yiddish before Evo.
Okay.
Morty and Louisa, yeah.
Yeah, two things. First, I'd like to go back for a moment to what Maurice was saying. And it surprised me, being so German, why he used a little earlier the word business in English. He could have used Geschäft or Handel, which are both very Germanic words.
Deiges. When you say it's none of your business, nicht deine Deiges.
Yeah, but that's not it.
That's Yiddish.
That's
Yiddish, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you meet Sholem Asch, you'll ask him.
I will.
Okay.
The other thing that I was going to say is
He'll be the one in the Jaguar.
The other thing is that yes, the Chernovitz conference of 1908 started the movement to make Yiddish a language, but the Klal Yiddish as a form of Yiddish was really developed by Evo, I believe.
By Evo, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Louisa and then Mari. Louisa.
Okay, thank you. First, Sholem Asch was born in 1880, and this was a time after the German influx of Jews from Germany came around the time during, I think it was the 1860s or so, that there was a big German Jewish immigration into the United States. I may be wrong on that particular date, but it seems to me that from what I know, around the 1900s or so, German was extremely prevalent in the United States, and he lived in the United States. That's why there is what in linguistics is called lexical borrowings. He's borrowing from English because he's living in the United States. That's why he talks about business and so forth. But at the same time, there was the issue of the Yiddish as a jargon, and so that they wanted to go back to the roots of the language, so to speak. It was fashionable at the time to to say disparaging things about the language. And the same thing happened with Ladino, and it was the same issue, that as if both Jewish languages needed to go back to their sources, to their real sources. And that's why there is this push. But the connection between the D sound and the T sound are linguistic in a sense. And they obviously, in this case, is just an influence of them trying to be more Germanic.
Okay, thanks, Louisa. Mariv?
So this has come up over and over again in this group, these words, and then you go, why did they use this? You know, right now we use all kinds of words that 100 years from now they won't know. Gen Z, hip, punk. I mean, everybody knows what those are right now. And so when he was writing, everybody knew, you know, business, maybe they knew that word. And he didn't know he was going to be read 100 years later. You know, he was writing for his current audience. And those words were in use at that time. And it happened from a number of other stories we've read. There were like, you know, why did they use this? Everybody knew that word right around then. It wasn't a big deal, you know, to slip in a German word or a Russian word or whatever.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Marna, can you continue? Here, was.
Yeah.
Here.
Where are you pointing? Ja.
Was.
Was. Es ist nicht wahr.
Yeah.
That's the word we had from the song, right?
Yes. So can you translate it?
What? It's not true? Ja, es ist wahr. Men hat bezahlt, hat men gedruckt. Yes, it's true. What was said was printed?
It was paid for.
Somebody paid.
Paid, that's all.
Somebody paid
Somebody paid
to
to
have
put
this,
the
to have
announcement
this
in there.
printed?
Yes.
Right.
So someone did pay, then it was printed.
Okay. Nur nicht mein Weib hat es geschrieben und nicht mein Kind fragt noch auf mir. But it wasn't my wife who wrote it, and it wasn't my children who asked about me.
Yes.
Yes.
Es ist nicht euer Frau und euer Kind. This is not your wife and your child. In Amerika hat man nicht kein Weib und man hat nicht kein Kinder. Hat der junge Mann entfernt, kurz und scharf. In America, people don't have a wife or children. The young man answered shortly and sharply. Es ist doch so viel Menschen, will ich sagen. This is so many people.
But there is
But there are so many people.
many people.
He's talking about the gallery.
Oh, okay, but there's so many people I want to say. So viel Menschen, ich bet euch, wendet sich zu mir der junge Mann, als wilt anweisen auf mir weist on. So many people, I beg you, I need help with this.
Wendet sich zu mir, so is
the young man turned to me.
Turns to me, like turn and asking, yeah.
Als wilt. as if he wanted to.
Tell on me or point at me. So point. It's like if you want to tell on me. So go on and tell on me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Marna. Maurice, can you just finish the paragraph and we will stop there?
Es ist wahr, it is true. Ich bin entlaufen von mein Weib und Kind. I did run away from my wife and child. Hat das Recht zu tun als anständiger Mensch. You have a right to do that, meaning to inform on me as a respectable person. Ich bin a Verbrecher. I'm a lawbreaker, nach ein Amerikaner Gesetz, according to American law. As ihr wollt es nicht tun, if you don't want to do it, so lasst mir zurück. So leave me alone.
Okay, thank you. I think that's a good place to stop. So we will